Our guide Javier in Barcelona is one of those people whose curiosity leads them into some amazing places. And probably one of the most amazing places he's been is in a crane looking down on top of the Sagrada Familia before the roof was put on. We'll let him tell you the story.
Hi everyone, this is Javier, the tour guide of PAM in Barcelona, right? I want to say hello to everybody and to introduce myself to you, all of you. We are all at home like you are with this COVID-19, and I want to tell you that I am a freak of Gaudi, right? Gaudi is the most important architect that we have in Barcelona, as you know, as his masterpiece is the Sagrada Familia. So I fall so in love with him when I was in university, and I discovered him really like an architect, that I decided to find a job inside of Sagrada Familia. And I got there when 98% of the people work, actually more. Almost everybody working in Sagrada Familia were in construction. We have a few people in the office, more like CEO positions and things like that. And they have one person that was taking care of tourism, only one. And that person needed breaks and needed to go home some days, a week, right? So they wanted another person who can speak a few languages, and I got that position. And that opened for me a huge universe of information and experiences in Sagrada Familia. Why? Because I have to help putting people inside, but also I was a person that if you have like the president of USA today coming to Sagrada Familia, I will be the guide. And if you have, I don't know, the ambassador of whatever country, or you have the best football player, I will be the guide, right? So I was the person responsible for showing Sagrada Familia to the visitors, like official visitors, right? Then they allow me to get information that normally was not available for everybody. Right? So I could talk a lot with the architects. I spent a lot of time with the architects inside the office and seeing the projects and getting direct information and direct explanations. And I got also a lot of contacts with people from the models, right? The people that are doing the models in plaster, because Gaudi was working in a way that was putting, instead of making something on stone directly, they didn't have much money. So what they were doing is making a model in plaster that was like 1/100 in scale, and then 1/1. And then when it was 1/1, they will take the plaster piece and put it on the place and check if it was perfectly fitting. And then they will make it on stone, only then, when they were sure that that was the right way of doing it. Right? So all these people working in plaster models, they were still working there when I was there, and they helped me a lot, and they were very friendly, and I have access to that direct information, and that make my love for Gaudi even bigger. Also, I have access to the library. They have books, and they have documents, original documents of Gaudi and the workers of Gaudi, and a lot of books. So each book that is considered a good book of Gaudi was in that library, and I can get them and read them and ask as many questions as I want. So it made me kind of an expert in Sagrada Familia, right? And I even had a very, very nice experience. That was, I asked one of the architects if I can get to well, actually, I didn't ask him. They were showing me like the working area, like you have full of scaffoldings and over the ceiling, because still half of Sagrada Familia was uncovered. So you will get in and you will look up and you will see the sky. It was crazy. And then some other parts of it will be covered, and we can go in an elevator only for workers and be walking there, and they will be explaining me all the details, because they could see my enthusiasm towards Gaudi and towards Sagrada Familia. So they were very happy sharing their knowledge with me, right? And I remember one day, one of the architects said, why don't we go up in the crane? I was like, well, that could be great. So I got my camera and we go, you're in a crane. So you go walking, like not walking, I mean like climbing, like upstairs, right? It's a physical effort. And then we arrived to the top, And I was taking like a lot of pictures. I remember I have, because back then was like, do you remember the films, right? There's not like a digital camera, so you have like 36 pictures. I was shooting slides, I remember, and I was taking 3 or 4 rolls, right? And I remember I was on the crane, and I was taking pictures down, pictures that you can see the towers coming, like 4 towers in one side, and then you have the altar, and then 4 other towers on the other side, and you could see it from the top, right? We were higher than the tips of the towers that are like 100-meter high, right? And we were like 130 meters maybe, and we are taking a lot of pictures. It's crazy, and then I start walking on the line. I start walking on the frame. That, like, you know, the cranes are like, well, I don't know in USA or where you are, but they're like a triangle that they go like this. And there is a part of it that you have like a platform that you can walk. And I walked there, but when I arrived to the end, I still was not in the cross of I wanted to go like on the top of the altar to take the picture from the top, right? And the platform finished, and I keep walking like holding on the top part of that crane, and not the crane, the triangle, right? You have the arm of the crane, and it's like this. So I have my hands here and my feet here, and I'm walking like this. And then the architect that is waiting for me on where he's safe, he asked me like, where are you going? Why don't, like, I was walking like towards the end, and he was like, where are you going? And I remember I turned around and I answered him, I want to take the best picture from the center, from the middle of it. And he said, okay, is that so important for you? If you fall down, keep shooting. You will take amazing pictures, right? And on that moment, I was not thinking about safety or whatever. I was just thinking about the picture. On that moment, the wind started blowing a little. And that crane that is like this, and I am like around here, starts shaking. And I am with no harness or whatever, not even a helmet. Oh yeah, helmet. I don't remember if I have a helmet. You will see in the pictures. But I have no harness, I have no special shoes, I have nothing. I was just walking there, like 130 meters high, that this is like 420 feet or something like that. No harness. And I was like, okay, maybe it's time to go back. So I started walking back, and I remember it was a great experience, right? So I don't want to be talking here like for 1 hour about my experiences, but if you want to come to Barcelona and be my guest, I am happy. I can share a lot of experiences with you and telling you secrets that probably only me as a guide knows in Barcelona, okay? I hope to see you soon. I hope that all this situation of being like in a prison inside home finish quick, and while we are confined, do those things that you always wanted to do. We always complain that we don't have enough time. Now we have time. We can do whatever we want for a few weeks at least, okay? I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.